see is we've really gone for kind of a horror season. I'm really proud of this season because we do a lot of stuff that's very dark and we really get into some heavy drama, but it's still one of our funniest seasons as well. Styles still has great lines. There's a lot of great chemistry between the characters as usual. I was playing my co-executive producer, Christian Taylor, who directed episode 6. That it's one of our darkest episodes, but it's still one of our funniest. And these two have a scene together where it's one of the most emotional we've done, which don't say anything on it, but it's going to be So there were tears on set.
Oh my God!
Real tears.
Tyler, I'm going to ask you about going from season 1 to now. Scott's changed so much. How has your approach to playing him changed? Now that you're going into the 3rd year.
My approach to the character, I view him a lot differently. I mean, like, I think the way that I approach any character is kind of the same. I just kind of do it, I guess, you know? And, like, the fact that I've been playing Scott McCall for going on 4 years now, it's way easier just to be that role, you know? So it's not like I'm changing a lot of how I approach the character. It's just it's easier now, I guess, and it makes more sense to be Scott and progress with him, you know? It's like we are the same dude now, kind of. So thank you. It's really hard to hear. Yeah, so I mean, and I noticed that the first day we had anything to do with season 3, we had a table read, and literally all of us got together and sat around a giant table and read the first script. And Dylan and I first noticed that it was way like we felt like we were our characters. Whereas at the second season, the first day of the second season, it took us a little while to get into the groove of our characters, but I feel like we were already here. So that's been awesome.
Again, I feel like you really covered it. Yeah, it's like, you know, we're growing with the characters. We're growing as people, and hence our minds about our characters. Where you guys going? This ain't over. Yeah, we're starting to sprout facial hair.
But you also wrote a scene this season.
Yes, definitely had a scene with him, which was really nice of him. Well, thank you.
They both have a lot more input this year on their characters. I love that as a writer, to have actors come up with very thoughtful questions and have Styles know his character so much. There's a bit of dialogue that's a reference to their real lives, actually, and the fact that Tyler still has never seen any of the Star Wars movies. Right? I reference it constantly. Oh, dude. I guarantee you.
Let's touch on the romances on the show. Let's start first with Dylan, Lydia. Styles and Lydia. Where do you find those days?
Oh, no.
You don't. You're like looking for us. And you're just like, where are they? Yeah, when we left off, I was heartbroken. As for you, I feel like when we always leave off, I'm heartbroken.
I will break your heart.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's he obviously still has those feelings for Lydia. That's not going to go away. It's been 4 months though, and he's tried to move on, you know, kind of just take ownership of himself. But you know, what he's got to do is be a man, focus on himself for a second, and you know, those other people that he's got to take care of, like his dad and Lydia, funny enough, and Scott.
Well, we had some conversations about the hair in Lydia, didn't we?
The hair and Lydia?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, there were both discussions about that. Yeah, right, yeah. What was it?
Tell us about that.
Oh, I see what that means. So yes, what? The hair?
Like the reason that I grew my hair?
Yeah, we were talking about if it's because of Lydia or not.
Got it, yeah, yeah.
You would want to move on.
Yes.
And you want to be a different person.
Right.
You were part of that conversation. Okay. But I will say this about the hair though. It was kind of a funny first day because he came out with the new hairstyle, and I'd seen all these pictures and really liked his long hair. And we had a long debate about what you cut it or not. Cut it or not. I kept asking him. I'm going to leave it up to you. But I don't think he wanted me to.
Yeah.
But he came out, and I looked at his hair. I'm like, doesn't look good. Oh my God, maybe we should shave it. And he's looking at me like, it doesn't look good. We should shave the hair. We got to shave the hair. And like 3/4 of the way into the day, we were still sort of panicking. We were like, oh my God, we just wasted an entire day of shooting to get the hair.
This is about hair, by the way.
And then we figured out it just needed to be cut a little shorter on the sides, and he did it himself. He does his own hair.
Very nice.
And he's beautiful.
That takes us to Scott and Allison. Definitely season 2 they had a rough road. Season 3, where are they at? She's going to be redeemed, or at least try to be redeemed. How's that put her with Scott?
Well, I mean, she was already cool with Scott to begin with, you know. He was like, I have faith that we're going to be together forever.
Somebody sitting next to you wrote those
Trying to kill me a bunch of times. Scott thinks that they're going to be together forever. So she doesn't need redeeming in his eyes, you know what I mean? But they need some time apart, and Scott accepts that and takes it as initiative, like Dylan said, to I forgot what you said. Take ownership of himself. He starts working out, starts reading books, and becomes a better student, son, a better friend, and just takes that 4 months as like time to, what did you say? To grow. And with Allison, they're still taking a step back, and Scott's doing his own thing, but the craziness of Beacon Hills kind of brings them together again, and as of now, you know, their relationship is up in the air. So, Jeff, what are you going to do?
It's all in the hands of Jeff.
You'll see.
Okay, cool.
I have to say, one of the fun things to do in the 3rd season is to change up the relationships. So, and you start out with star-crossed lovers in the 1st season, and where do you want to take the characters? Where do they go? And what would make for the most interesting conflict? And I mean, one of my all-time favorite shows was Cheers, and Sam and Ward. Cheers. Oh, Cheers. That's right. What I was saying was Sam and Diane were constantly breaking up and getting back together, and there's great drama to be had in seeing them separated. So, and then seeing them possibly with other people. So, I think we'll have a lot of fun with those relationships. You guys okay with it? That's amazing.
I was asking if you were talking about Scott and Allison or me and Scott.
You guys are always together.
I gotta say,
There's a real romance. I always think there's a real romance on the show.
Well, I'll just talk about season 3.